Hello guys, welcome to Ingenuity Digital Technology. In this channel I get you cover on different tools you can use in technology to benefit yourself or that will benefit your business. Okay, today I'm going to be teaching you how to create NNPC logo for practical purpose. Okay, I'm going to be introducing you to some tools in Corel that I will be using to create this logo, so the basic understanding of this tool can make you to modify this logo to your own, or you can use it to create another logo of your own choice. Okay, without wasting much of our time, let's get started. So I will start by analyzing this logo. So let me zoom this logo to the screen so that we can see. Okay, so this is NNPC logo. We have something like a wheel here, then we have a write up inside in a circular form. We have Nigeria National Petroleum Corporation, then we have the first layer to be in yellow color. We have on the first layer we have the write up, then we have another layer to be red color with a black outline, then the third layer with a green color with a black outline, then we have an image inside. So we will try to create these three layers, then we will try to create what is inside. Okay, so let's get started and create this logo. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is to draw out the first layer. Okay, so the first layer comprises of two things. It comprises of a circle and a rectangle. Okay, so I'm going to draw this rectangle. So after drawing the rectangle, we want to be sure that this rectangle is fitted into the center of this circle. But before we do that, let's go to the property bar. So at the property bar changes. This is the property bar. The property bar changes according to the tool you are using in Corel. So if I change it to circle, you will see the property bar changes according to the object I'm picking on my screen. So I want to click on the rectangle again. So I will go to the object size. So the first one determines the width of the object, while this second one determines the height of the object. So I want to set the width to be 0.5. Then I press enter on my keyboard. So this is set to 0.5. So I want this to be centralized with a circle. So what I will simply do is to select the two objects together. So to do that, I will select the first object, hold shift key on my keyboard and click on the second object. So after doing those two things, then I will press C on my keyboard to centralize and E also to centralize. Okay, so we can see that this rectangle is to the center of the circle. Okay, you can see this star, okay, is the center of the circle, and if I click here, the star also is the center of this rectangle. So the next thing for me is to rotate this rectangle. So to rotate this rectangle, let me click outside the object. You can see nothing is selected on my corridor or my work area now. So I want to select this rectangle. On selecting this rectangle, you can see the node. You can see these dots, black dots around my rectangle. Now to rotate it, I will click it again. So clicking it again, it will change the node. You can see the nodes have changed for me to rotate. So to rotate, I'll click on one of the node. I can rotate clockwise or anti-clockwise, but for this tutorial I want to rotate anti-clockwise. Okay, so I will rotate. You can see I will rotate it, and I'm clicking, left clicking and rotate. So before I drop my left click button, I will quickly press the right click button. So as soon as I release, I'll right click immediately to duplicate this rectangle. So with that, after doing that, you can see we now have two rectangles on the screen. So after doing that, I can now press Ctrl key on my keyboard and press R. So Ctrl R. Okay, Ctrl R in Corel Draw means redo. So you can see it has duplicated and rotated it round. Okay, so the next thing I want to do, I want to expand this circle. Let me expand this circle a bit. Okay, so I'm selecting this circle and I want to expand it a bit. So the circle is actually too small, so I want to expand it. So to do that, I will click on the node and hold my shift key on my keyboard and drag it outward. So I'm releasing it now. Okay, so we are still creating the first layer. So the next thing to do is to select all the objects together, the rectangles and the circle. So to do that, put your pointer outside and draw around the object. Okay, left click and draw around the object and release it. So you can see the objects are selected together. So the next thing is to wed these objects together. We want to wed these objects together. So to wed, you go to the property bar and click on this wed. Okay, so we have been able to create our first layer. So the first layer is in yellow color. I will click on the object and go to the color palette by the right hand side and click on yellow color. Okay, notice something about this logo. The outline here, this black outline is thicker. So I will click on the object again and go to the property bar. You can see 0.5 pt. So I want to increase the outline. Let me increase it to 2 pt. Okay, it is not enough. Let me increase it to 3. Okay, I think this 3 is enough, so I have increased it to 3. Okay, so we have successfully created the first layer. Okay, we want to create the second layer. Let's draw our circle. So to draw our circle, for our circle to be round enough, we need to hold our control button and draw. If you don't hold your control button, it will not be circle. If I release my control button, you can see it how it is on my screen. It is now oval shape, but if I hold my control button, it will be a perfect circle. So I'm releasing it, I've drawn it, but it is not to the center of what I'm drawing. I need it to be at the center. So to make it be at the center, I will select the object, hold shift on my keyboard and click on the second object, then press C, E on my keyboard, C and E. Okay, this outline is thin, so I want to increase it like we did before. Let me give it 3.0 pt. Okay, so that second layer is in color red. Okay, so we have created the second layer. Okay, the second layer now is the one that is carrying the write-up, Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation. So to do that, we'll type separately, we type Nigeria, okay, it's in capital letter, Nigeria National Petroleum, Nigeria National Petroleum. Okay, so what we are going to do is that the text is a bit bold, so let's bold it. Okay, the text is now bold. So what we are going to do now is to select the text and select the circle, the second layer. Okay, I think I should increase this second layer a bit. Okay, so the circle is bigger. Okay, so I'll select the two together. To do that, I will click on Nigerian National Petroleum and hold Shift on my keyboard and click on the circle. That's the second layer. Then I will go to text and look for fit text to path. Fit text to path. So it will fit that text to that cyclic path. Okay, so but we need this text to move away from this path a bit. To do that, we will go to distance from path, then we can increase it. Okay, you can see the text is now being moved away from the circle. Now the text is not big enough, so I will click on text tool here, click on text tool, and I want to increase the size of the text. So I will select the text, and increase the font size. Okay, let's try 36. 36 is too big, 24 is too small. Okay, let's try 30. I will type 30, enter. Okay, 30 is too small. Let's try 35. Okay, let's try 40. Okay, I think. Okay, let's try 37. Okay, I think 37 is okay. Now we need to type the other word, corporation. Okay, we used font 37. Okay, let's use font 37 also for our corporation. Okay, corporation. Okay, so we need to bold our text. So we click on this B, it will bold. Then the same thing we are going to do, we are going to fit text to path. So to do that, you click on the text and hold Shift on your keyboard and click on the object that you want to fit the text to its path. So you go to text and fit text to path. Okay, now it looks like the text is now overlaying the other text we fitted to path in the first place. So we need to move it down to this side, to the bottom of this circle. So to do that, we come to offset and increase the offset. So you can see the text is moving down. The text is moving down. You click and increase the offset. Okay, I think it is okay like this. Okay, so but you can see the text, it is being inverted. So we need it to be readable. You can see the text is not readable enough. So we click on it and come to mirror. So you mirror the text vertically and also mirror the text horizontally. So you can see that the text is now readable. It is now corporation. So what happens now, it is inside the circle and we don't want it to be inside the circle. We need it to be outside. So to do that, you come to the distance from path. Okay, so we are increasing the distance from path and come to the offset and increase the offset. Okay, the whole idea is that you use offset to rotate the text around the circle, and you use distance from path to determine the distance of the text from the circle. So you can use the tool to set the text to be where you want it to be. Okay, so we have these two dots there, so we can easily use small circle. We can use small circle for that, small circle, and put it in color black. Okay, so I can move the circle to represent my dots here, and I can duplicate it. To duplicate an object in Corel Draw, press Ctrl D, okay, and click OK. So you can see the object is duplicated, so I can move the duplicated one to this side. Okay, so we have been able to create the first layer and the second layer. So let's go to the third layer. The third layer is another circle. So I want to draw the circle again. Don't forget, when you are drawing your circle and you want it to be a perfect circle, you must hold your control key on your keyboard. Okay, so I'm drawing the circle. Okay, I'm drawing the circle. I want to expand it, but the circle is not to the center. So what I will do is to select the circle, hold shift on my keyboard and click on the first layer and press C and E on my keyboard to make it center. Okay, that circle is not big enough. Let's expand it. Okay, I think it is good like this. So that circle is carrying green color inside. So I click on green color and the outline is black. But this our outline is not thick enough, so let's increase the outline to 3.0 pt. Okay, so we have successfully created the third layer. Okay, so we now have one work to do here. What is inside of the third layer? Okay, before we create the objects in the third layer, let's try and analyze it and see what we are about to create. Okay, let me zoom this object and see what we are about to create. Let me fit to selected, okay, fit to selected. Okay, so we can see that what is inside this third layer. From my left hand side here, I'm seeing something like blocks being put on top of each other. So we have the first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 layers of blocks. Okay, then we have something on top of it that we can quickly draw. Then I'm having something like mast here. I don't know, but it's looking like mast. Then I'm having something like pipe with screw here by the sides. Okay, so we are going to try this, though it may not look exactly like this, but we are going to try it, and we can achieve this with our rectangle tool, freehand tool, and shape tool. Okay, so let's get started on that. We'll try and draw it outside. Let's do it side by side. Let's do it side by side so that we can be seeing what we're doing. Okay, let's create this first object. Okay, so with rectangle tool, let me draw rectangle tool. So this is supposed to be the first layer, that first block, and let's draw the second block also. Let's draw the second block. Okay, and let's draw the third one, the third block. and let's draw the third block also. Okay, the third block and the fourth one. There are 6 in number, I think. Okay, the 1 2 3 4. Okay, let's draw the fifth one. The fifth one is not that tall. Okay, so let's draw the sixth one. Let me zoom. Okay, let's draw the sixth one. Okay, let me fit to page. Let me fit. Okay, so we've been able to draw this first one. So inside each block you can see something like high. Okay, let's put that with this freehand tool. Okay, I'm having 2 here, the first one and the second one. Okay, then okay, there's one in the center, and okay, I'm just trying to introduce you to the tools that we can use. So on your own you can try some things on your own, make it perfect. Okay, let me zoom. Okay, so with our freehand tool we can draw so many things here. Okay, so I've been able to draw. Let me increase the PC. Okay, increase to 3. Okay, let me increase it to 2. Okay, I think 2 is okay. Let's increase it to 2. Let's increase it to 2. Okay, and the thing inside also, let's increase to 2 pt to 2. Okay, to make it to be, you can see the blocks, some are to one side or the other. So to make it to be at the center, all we have to do is to select them together. Let's select. Okay, we select. I've told you, just click and hold your shift and click the rest and press C on your keyboard, so it will be at the center. Okay, to be at the center. Okay, so having drawn that, let's see the next thing to draw. We can see something. Okay, with our freehand tool we can see draw that. Let me zoom to see what we are drawing. So we can see draw that. Let's draw the first one. The first one is looking like this. Okay, I wish I can get it very well. Okay, the second one is also bending towards the second one. It's also bending. Okay, so the third one is moving up. Okay, moving up. Then the last one is to this side. Okay, so the last one, you can come to the property bar and come to this lines type and make it a dotted type. Then let's increase the PT to 2. You can see that one is now dotted. Let's increase this one also to 2. Okay, all right, so we've been able to draw this first image. Okay, this one at the center, we can use our rectangular tool. Let's just try it. Okay, so to do that, we draw our rectangle, but if you can see it is like triangle, not rectangle. So you convert it to curve. You either press Ctrl Q on your keyboard or you right click on it and convert to curves. Okay, I'm clicking on convert to curves. Then you draw your ruler, you see, to the left hand side or to the top. You will see your ruler. Draw your ruler. This pointer will change to white. Immediately it gets to the ruler, immediately it touches the ruler. So I'm going to the ruler, it has changed to white. Then click and drag. You can see that point is the center. So I want to create a node at this center. I'm clicking on this shape tool. Yeah, then I create a node at the center here. Then I will double click on this node to cancel it. Okay, then this node also double click to cancel. Okay, so it has turned to rectangle. Then I can delete my ruler. Click on it and press delete. Okay, so with my freehand tool also, I would click on my freehand tool and draw a zigzag pattern. A zigzag pattern, yeah, to the wall. You can see from the node, I will start again and draw. Yeah, I will pick up again and draw, pick up again and draw, pick up again and draw to the wall of that rectangle. We are trying to achieve that second image. Okay, I'll draw again. Okay, so what I will do now is to select everything together. I will draw my marquee. Click on left click on your mouse button and draw around the object. Then you right click and click group objects. Okay, so it will group objects. The object has now become one, as you can see. Okay, so now next thing is to duplicate this object. So on your keyboard, press Ctrl D. Okay, this object is duplicated. We now have two objects, but what will happen is that I want to put them on each other. Okay, so I'm putting them on each other, then this one at the top, I'll click on this mirror to mirror it horizontally. So I've mirrored it. You can see it is now trying to look like what we are doing. So with let me zoom what we are doing so that we can see clearly. Okay, so with our freehand tool, we can join. Okay, we now extend what is here. Let's extend it. The ones that are coming out, we extend it. Okay, those ones that are coming out, we extend them. Okay, you can extend them one by one like that. You can make it more cleaner. Okay, you can make it cleaner than this if you are doing it. Okay, so also this one, we join it, we join this, let's join it like that. Okay, the same thing we would do to this side. I think it is now looking like what is inside, though it may not be perfect, but it is looking like it. Okay, so let's go for this one that has 3 screws on it. So first thing is to draw this circle at the center, and let's give it color black, and let's still draw our rectangle. Okay, let me zoom it so that we can see better. Okay, this circle has to be at the center. Then I think smaller, let's make it smaller. Okay, let's draw our rectangle. Okay, we draw our rectangle down, and let's create that circle and something like knots. Okay, so to do that, we draw our circle and draw something like with our rectangle too. Our rectangle tool and give it a black color. So this is looking like our knots. You can see it. Okay, so let me zoom it again and duplicate it because they are 3. Let me group them and duplicate. I've taught you how to duplicate earlier. Okay, so this one we can mirror this one because the knot is to this side. Let's mirror it. Okay, and shift the circle. Okay, I think we are close to what we are trying to achieve. You can see it. So now this long one in the middle, it has base. Let's create something that will look like that base. Let's create something that will look like that base. So we convert this one to curve and use our shape tool to do what we want to do. So let's create a node here. We create another node here by double clicking. Then we can expand. Okay, we can expand. Okay, you can see. Okay, so I think it is looking like what we have in this logo. So without wasting much time, let's join them together. Let's join them together. Okay, we can use our freehand tool to draw from here and join to this one. Okay, then the second one is going like this, okay, to this third image. Okay, I'm just trying to make it perfect. Okay, let me increase the PT. Let me increase it so that it will be bolder. Okay, no, 2. Let's use 2. Okay, using 2. Okay, so it is looking like it already. So what we have to do now is to draw this third image here. This one image. Let's try and do it. Okay, quickly. Okay, that one is looking like we can use our rectangle tool. Okay, and I think another rectangle. Let me zoom it. I think another rectangle will do it. Another rectangle should do that. Okay, we have. Okay, let's use our freehand tool here. Okay, our freehand tool should do it for us. Okay, we have 2 there. Okay, so we have these 2 lines inside. Okay, let's do that. Okay, then we have all what I've been doing. I've been using the line tool. Yeah, you can use the line tool to achieve all this. Freehand tool, sorry, you can use freehand tool to achieve all what I've been doing here. Okay, so let's join it together and let's extend it to this side. extend it to this side, and okay, what we are having here is, let's use another rectangle and let's create like a circle inside, and let's use our freehand tool to draw also like 2 lines inside. Okay, it is looking like it already. Let's increase the PT to 2. The PT to 2. You can make it more perfect. You can make it more perfect. Okay, but I don't want this tutorial to be too long. So let me just increase the PT and finish it up. Okay, so let me fit to page. As you can see, we are having this image looking like the one that is inside of this circle. So what we have to do now is to select this image together. Okay, so select together, just click on an empty space on your work and draw. Okay, then to group them together, right click on what you have drawn and group objects. So you can see this object has become one. So with the use of the node, you can adjust it. You can make it bigger by drawing out the node. You can make it smaller by drawing it inward. So we need this object in this 3rd layer. We need it to be in this 3rd layer. So what we are going to do is to move it to this layer now and right click on it and click on power clip inside. So you power clip inside and click on this 3rd layer. So this image is now inside of this 3rd layer. So to edit it, you click on it and come down. You will see this icon, edit power clips, or you can right click on it and click edit power clips. So I'm editing power clips, then I can adjust my image the way I want it. Okay, so let me just adjust it. It's looking like it, but not perfectly anyway. But if we have our time, we can make it more perfect. Okay, so having adjusted it like this, you click on this icon to finish editing contents. You can see stop editing content. Okay, let me fit it so you can see what we have done. Let me pull them side by side. I think we have been able to do something very good here. So you can see the one we worked on and the original NNPC logo. Okay, that will be the end of this tutorial. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe to this channel. I will be uploading useful content for you to learn from. Thanks for watching this tutorial.